Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more previews from the new Core 2026 set. I'm Daniel, and this is Guardian Week. I actually have got two cards for you to check out. One is a neutral card, one is indeed a Guardian card. The neutral card I'm going to talk about by myself, and then we'll do a little reset. And I brought on a special guest to help me preview the Guardian card. So without further ado, let's check out our first card here. And this is called Unexpected Courage. This is a neutral card. It's a skill card. It's got two matching wild icons. It's innate and has the text max 1 committed per skill test, and has the flavor text no more running. Got some art here of a lady who's standing up to some tentacle monster, I suppose. And this is a really interesting card to have in the core set. We already saw some other skill cards. The Perception from a few weeks back is very similar in that it allows you to commit two matching icons to an intellect skill test. That one allows you to draw a card. This one doesn't, but this one allows you to commit it to anything, any kind of skill test, and get +2. Everyone can put this in their deck, and I suspect it could be that 14th or 15th card in the deck, and you get two copies probably, and then you're pretty set for your deck. I think this is going to make it into a lot of decks, especially in this core set environment where we don't have too many different cards. So, yeah, if it feels like you've seen this card before, it's probably because you've played Lord of the Rings, the card game, where that game also had a card called Unexpected Courage. It was a staple core set card and was really, really good. So, my thoughts on this card is that it's also going to be a solid pick in basically everyone. So, I think that's all I need to say. That max 1 committed per skill test is pretty interesting to add here. That keeps you from doubling up and getting a +4, which seems like a lot, or helping even each other out. If I've got an unexpected courage and someone else has an unexpected courage, we can't both commit them to the same skill test. That's true of perception and the like already, but I think that's even more interesting for unexpected courage when probably you're going to have this in your deck too. All right, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on Unexpected Courage. It's a really cool addition to Arkham Horror, the card game, and I look forward to people playing with us and telling me about their experiences. So then we'll just take a short break and come back with that Guardian card. Hello, everyone. I'm back for another card to preview from the new set, and I thought I'd bring Pax along for this one for reasons that he will soon understand. This is kind of an exciting card, I think, and let's just take a look at it. Pax, you can see the screen okay?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, buddy. All right, this guy's name is Logan Hastings. He is a 4-cost Guardian ally. You get +1 combat. Reaction after you defeat an enemy, exhaust Logan Hastings, gain 1 resource, 2 health, 1 sanity.
Dude,
Yep.
it's Dr. Killon Fistifer.
It is, and I'm gonna put him on the screen right here. That's why I had to have you on for this one.
Oh man. Hey, look at him. He actually looks pretty cool, too.
I do love that art. Very cool.
The
I don't
art's
know who this
good.
guy is, but he's a bounty hunter.
I mean, he's a bounty hunter, right?
Yeah.
He must be in some way in cahoots with Tony. Unless
Yeah.
Tony's retired. I don't know. It's hard to know, right?
I don't know.
Maybe he's a made man now. But Logan. Okay, so like right off the bat, the
Mhm.
2 health, 1 sanity. That's going to be like a liability in Guardians in a way that probably in around the same way that Dr. Milan's 1 health and 2 sanity tends to be. Like it's just not you're just going to have to get him killed every once in a while.
Yep.
Um and after you defeat an enemy is obviously not happening as often as after you
Successfully
successfully
fight.
investigate.
Yeah. So
Um
the 4 cost is still akin to the old beat cop, but I think the fact that you're getting paid back is really nice over at least a few rounds. To me, he reminds me a lot of the story ally from Dunwich Legacy, which drew you a card. So that was Dr. Francis Morgan. Basically the same here, although he had a ton of health, and then he only costs 3. But he's a story ally. He can be pretty busted. This guy fits in pretty well, I think, with what Guardians want to do to be able to afford the rest of their crap.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is exciting. I think that this points to a good future for the remainder of the Guardian set. I don't know if that's actually going to be true by the time this video hits the shelves, but
Mm.
I feel good about. I certainly feel a lot better about a game state in which I'm forced to play an ally that has +1 combat so that I can pass my tests.
Hmm.
If he's also letting me afford to do stuff ever, because Guardians have historically always really struggled to afford to do stuff, and this is the exact kind of location where that makes sense, or the exact kind of card where that makes sense.
Hmm.
I will say the theming of a bounty hunter for Guardians is like a little funny, but also like, you know, if he's hunting down monsters that are killing people, then fine, sure, that's within the Guardian wheelhouse for sure.
One more resource than bodyguard. Do you think it's worth it?
Yes. What do you mean? Do you think it's worth it? Goodness gracious. I would love to see something else to justify bodyguard, because this guy just seems like it seems like if you ever were pressed for ally slots, it's like, yeah, you're just picking up Logan, unless you're the only, or unless you're not the only guardian at the table, and then you're fighting over Logan. You
Hmm.
both have him in your deck, and you're playing around the uniqueness rule, and you have to go read the rules again on how that works.
Yeah, I think he fits well into Joe Diamond's deck because he's probably looking to draw some allies that are beyond Dorothy Simmons and the lab assistant if he's going to be
That's
fighting
right.
more. And this is more economy, always good.
Yeah,
So
I feel like the secret cards were a little light on economy, weren't they?
mostly
Like, I don't
card draw,
remember.
not as much on the resource generation other
It was
than
really just Dorothy, and
Dorothy.
so
Yeah,
like being able to like play Logan and like a hypothetical that I haven't seen yet but might be out by now, um, pistol or something like that. Uh, it'd be a shame if Joe
right.
didn't get a gun. Um, being able to do that in one hand and a magnifying glass in the other hand, or a fingerprint kit in the other hand. Um, Probably a fingerprint kit just so that you can like, well, no, I mean we're talking about like 12 bucks if that's the case, but so that you can like investigate every round and dump skills into it, because the fact that you're investigating is drawing you cards, right?
Hmm.
Um, but anyways, yeah,
So
super cool. That's a really exciting preview. That's
I
awesome.
totally agree because everyone just talks about the allies in Guardian being so expensive, and he does cost 4 still, but instead of what we got from Nathaniel Cho, which was Gret Wagner, right, who cost 5, this is just a bit simpler, a bit cheaper, and gives you some money back. Though I do agree that the sanity is for Daniela, who only has 5 to begin with, is something to think about.
That's right. Yeah. It kind of brings resilience back into the picture, where it's like, okay, maybe this slotless asset that has 2 soak on it is actually not crazy expensive at 3, right? I
Right.
mean, it's still expensive. Don't get me wrong, it's still expensive, but at least you'll be able to afford it sooner rather than later,
Hmm.
right?
Exactly. And you're not going to defeat an enemy every round, but I'd say every 2 rounds maybe would be
And it
reasonable to
scales to
bank
player
for,
count, eh?
and it scales to player count. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it also it also, depending on how things shake out, it also kind of like incentivizes you to play around. Oh, what happens? Can I play this out so that I can get an extra resource next round if we don't draw an enemy,
Hmm.
by, with the way Danielle's wrench works and stuff like that, her like retaliatory nature. Thinking about that would be really interesting too. Oh man,
Definitely.
that's exciting.
Hmm. I think he fits right in with the new cards and even the old cards. So something for everyone. All right, Pax.
That's
Thanks for
right.
joining me.
Yeah.
Should be
Yeah.
cool.
No, no. Thank you for inviting me. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting this.
All right. See y'all later.